You should go ahead and grab one. We're definitely trying to get those in. Lots of boxes out there for you. If you're looking to see a nice play there, the St. Vincent's is putting on Guys and Dolls, and the dates are in there if you'd like to do that. It's a fundraiser for them as well. There's 40 Days of Life is sponsoring a demonstration in front of the new abortion clinic in Sheboygan, and that's, if you're interested in participating in that, the contact information is there. Any other information on the bowling party there? I think let Rita know. I don't see Rita in here today, so council meeting tomorrow at 6:30. So I always write council because I can't spell consistory. I can't even say it right. So pardon me if I just say council. I know how to spell it and say it. So any other announcements that I missed there? All right, if not, let's do the call to worship. Immediately after the distress of those days, the sun will be darkened and the moon will not give its light.
The stars will fall from the sky, and the heavenly bodies will be shaken.
At that time, the Son of Man will appear in the sky, and all the nations of earth will mourn. And he will send his angels with a loud trumpet call, and they will gather his elect from the four winds, from one end of the heavens to the other.
No one knows about that day or hour, not even the angels in heaven, nor the Son, but only the Father.
Let's turn in our hymn book to hymn number 471. Satisfied with just a cottage below, a little silver and a little gold, but in that city where the ransom will shine, I want a gold one, a silver line. I've got a mansion just over the hilltop in that bright land where we'll never grow old. And someday yonder we will never more wander, but walk the streets that are purest gold. Though often tempted, tormented and tested, and like the prophet, my pillow was stone, find here no permanent dwelling. I know he'll give me a mansion my own. I've got a mansion just over the hilltop in that bright land where we'll never grow old. And someday yonder we will never more wander, but walk the streets that are purest gold. Don't think me poor or deserted or lonely. I'm not discouraged, I'm heaven bound. I'm just a pilgrim in search of a city. I want a mansion, a harp and a crown. I've got a mansion just over the hilltop in that bright land where we'll never grow old. And someday yonder we will never more wander, but walk the streets that are purest gold. Take a moment to greet one another today. There's more money, so clank it, see if we can clank it there. Oh, okay, we lost him. So he's gonna, he goes up there and he goes, clank, all these coins are bouncing, and he's thinking, this guy is awesome. See how much money he's giving to our church. But then there's a poor lady in the back, and she doesn't have much. Okay. She puts one little coin in. And you know what? Jesus asked him this question. What did you going to say, Marcus? You know the story, all right. When Jesus asked him the question, could you ask, what did he say? Who gave more? Okay, now, if we're going to look at this, we'll say, well, there's all this money, and she just gave, like, 1 penny, right? So we would say, well, the other guy gave more. But what did Jesus say? Yep. Right. And also, he was given to be noticed. I kind of like the offering plate where you don't really know who's giving what, because that's the way it's supposed to be. You're not supposed to be looking at people and saying, ooh, look at how much money they're giving. They must be super spiritual, right? Because a lot of times, it's what God, you think God looks at the exact amount of money you're giving? What does he look at? What do you think? Yeah. How much, or also your heart. Now, there's times when you're really poor and you don't have a lot to give, and you still give, and God honors that. And that's what one of those things that Jesus is saying is, a lot of times the person you think is, super spiritual or super important to God isn't the one you think. Because some people act that way to get attention, and really their heart's not in it. Let me tell you another one that's very similar to that, and this is a parable that Jesus gave. I'm going to need 2 volunteers. Let me see. God, again, I need somebody who's rich and feeling really, you got to be feeling really important today with yourself and who you are. Anybody think you can do that? Hey, why don't you come up? Hey, yeah. All right, now again, we need someone poor. Anybody feel like they're poor today? Yeah, come on up. You're poor today. Feeling poor. That's okay. Now, I'm going to coach you a little bit on how you're going to pretend to pray, all right? Well, you're going to face them, but let me tell you what. Who are you? I'll coach you too. I just want you to say when it's your turn. You remember that? So when it's your turn, that's what you say, okay? Now you got to kind of ad-lib a little bit and kind of do it up now. So now you're super, super important. So you're going to pretend you're praying, but everything you say has to be like, I'm so great. I'm wonderful. God should love me because I'm great. Can you do that? All right, so let's hear your prayer then. Stand and face them and give them your, now first you got to hold your head up like you're too important to look at us poor people down here, right? So do your most important prayer, like, I'm so great. Try it out. Like, pray and say, Lord, I'm great. I'm so wonderful. I'm better than everyone else. She has a hard time with that. That's good. So we had a great one. She was doing all right. But so he's going, I'm so great. I'm so wonderful. I'm better than whatever. I give more money. I go to church. I do all these. So she's all like snooty and stuff. Now when you pray, you say, mercy on the sinner. Have mercy on me, a sinner. And this is a parable Jesus says, and he says, now, you can sit. Thank you. Now, which of these prayers does God hear? No, does he want to hear? Yeah. Right. God wants to hear that we're sorry for our sins. That's what he wants to hear. He doesn't want to hear us pray how great we are. Right? And a lot of people do that. They just, they want people to know they're so wonderful. And Jesus is saying, it's really about your heart. There's a great verse in Scripture that says, you should love the Lord your God. Do you remember that one? Love the Lord your God with all your, do you remember what that one is? With all your heart, mind, and soul. So which one of these people is loving the Lord like that? It's not the one that says how great you are, because God knows you, and probably your friends, or if you're married, your spouse knows you, and they can tell you the things you're not great at. So you don't have to be conflated or proud, right? But when you come to God in humility and ask for forgiveness, that's what the way God is. Thank you. Thank you for your participation. Now some of you are going to go home and pretend you're poor, aren't you?